Good morning, Grace. My name is Albert. Ephesians 2 says, "You were dead in your trespasses and sins, but God, being rich in his mercy, because of the great love which he loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, made us alive. Together with Christ, by grace you have been saved." This is the story of God's grace in my life. My mother worked multiple jobs to provide for me and my sister the best she could. I saw my mother work so hard to provide for us, I wanted to help. This led me to start hanging out in the streets to make money to help my mother out. I got older, I hung out more in the streets. I got involved in theft and drug dealing and living a fast life, money, sex, and drugs. Looking to fill the emptiness in my soul, I searched for love in the wrong places. I met a woman that I quickly married. 2 weeks later, my grandmother got very ill and soon passed away. My heart got hardened because I was hopeless. My wife soon left me, and I looked for escape from reality in alcohol and recreational drugs. Then I started experiencing lots of migraines and blurry visions that led me to a seizure. I was diagnosed with a baseball-sized tumor in my frontal lobe. I wanted a way out, so I drank and I used drugs, hoping to kill myself. The day of my surgery, I told my sister, "I don't care if I live or die," not knowing that I would have been condemning myself to hell. All I remember from the day of my operation is being wheeled in the operating room. The next thing I remember is opening my eyes, looking around, feeling unbearable conviction. I knew then God gave me a second chance. When the anesthesia wore off, I prayed to Jesus. I asked him, "Forgive me for my sins." I didn't know too much about being a follower of Christ. All I knew is that I had to seek Jesus. When I got released from the hospital, I went on a quest to find a church to belong to. I found a church near me. We started going through the Bible. They talked about another Bible. They asked me if I ever heard of Joseph Smith. Then I remember an episode of South Park about Mormons. So I asked them, "Are you guys Mormons?" They replied, "Yeah, but we don't like calling ourselves that." So I ran fast as I could. From day one at Grace, I knew the Holy Spirit guided me to the right place. I wanted to know more about his mercy, but I thought I couldn't truly be forgiven of all my sins. I even thought he wasn't listening to my prayers. My sister's friend had newborn twins that were hospitalized with life-threatening conditions. I wanted Jesus to save the twins. So I fasted and I prayed from morning to sunset. The next day, the twins started recovering. I understood that he hears my prayers, and I rejoiced that he heard me when I repented of my sins. He has made me a new creation. I don't even remember the old Albert. God's purpose for me is greater than all of my sins. He changed me. Ezekiel chapter 36:26. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you your heart of flesh. His love is so great, he gave his son on the cross. Let us bless his name.